Good evening, everybody. I know I have some competition tonight, so we'll see who shows up. But either way, I need to make some bands. Ooh, this is a new pouch. That's a virgin. So we'll see if anybody shows up. I know Coinworker's live doing his something with Hocking Hills. And I believe Jose is going to go live soon because it's his birthday and he's going to shoot out some candles. So we'll see. See how this goes. Maybe a short one tonight. Hey, Thomas, how are you, man? Kevin, how goes it, brother? I was just saying, looks like Coinworker was live or is live, and you guys aren't subscribed to Jose's channel, which I'm pretty damn sure y'all are. I think he's going to be going live here in a minute, and I think he is going to blow out a candle with a slingshot. So if you guys want to hop over there, if you see the notification, go check it out and then come back here. He did talk with me about it earlier because he's such a nice young man. Actually, he didn't. So he just automatically said, hey, I'm going live the same time as you, deal with it. So I told him, whatever, you can be a punk if you want. And I said, I hope he misses. And then we both laughed. It was a good old time. So anyway, if you guys see that notification, please go show Jose some support. And then come back here afterwards. Bootleg, what's going on, brother? Robert, how are you, man? So as the title says, bands versus tubes. I am definitely a band person. I prefer them. But I will definitely give tubes a shot. I've shot them before. It's not the first time. And I've shot them long draw, short draw, frameless, multiple different ways. But tonight I figured I'd get all you guys' opinions because you all are pretty big slingshot enthusiasts. So it'd be nice to see some other people's opinions on what they think. Is either one better? Or are they both just strictly personal preference? And yeah, so that's what we're going to kind of yap about while I'm waiting for Mr. Jose to turn 21. I'm going to make a few bands. This thing keeps loosening up. Hey, I'm too slick. What up, brother man? Thanks for joining me. And yeah, tell Coinworker he can eat a fat, you know what, piece of cake. That's what I meant, okay, guys? That's what I meant. And hopefully he comes over here. Never had a butterfly kiss till you tried tubes? I had the pleasure of, I've only had maybe only even two the whole time I've shot. And none were like super serious, enough to wake you up, I guess we'll say. Enough to leave a mark, but not enough to cut my face wide open and bleed like all over the place, like some of you have had. But I also haven't. I don't know. I guess I have shot quite a bit of long draw, to tell you the truth, but I've gotten pretty lucky, we'll say, with that. But I'm also pretty picky. I don't shoot when it's too windy or whatever. I don't take chances that much with long draw compared to short draw. Short draw, I just kind of wing it. Robert, you're more partial to flats. Agreed, 100%. I'd say I'm 95% flats and 5% tubes. But I know there's a lot of people that Damn, drew blood and took a week for the bruise to go away. It's pretty intense, dude. Yeah, mine, actually, I got a weird one. Kevin Hansel flats for speed and power. Show me the power. I believe that from you, my friend. You are Mr. Speed King. I had a short draw butterfly kiss, which was very odd. I don't even, it's not even a butterfly. It'd be a short kiss, a peck. But it was weird. Let me know if my signal is shitty or not. It's a little windy out here tonight, guys, and I'm on my, not windy, it's more like a breeze. And I'm on the Wi-Fi, but I did move it like I told you last week, so it's a little closer to where I'm at right here. I hope that's helping. Anyway, I did have a peck, not a butterfly kiss. I was shooting short draw, and I don't hunt squirrels, but I shoot them because my setup is weak enough to where, and before y'all animal lovers get on me, I don't maim them where they run away and die for 3 days in a corner somewhere and the end of the world shit. But it's if I shoot them, it hurts them, but it doesn't, it's not, I don't know, it's hard to explain. My setup is fairly weak, and I don't aim to kill when I shoot those little bastards, and it's usually a pretty far out shot. What's up, Web Shooter? JD, what's up, brother? So it's usually like, we're gonna say 30, sometimes 30 to 50 meters out. So by the time my ammunition with my setup gets to them, it's more like a knocks them on the head or whatever and wakes them up for a second, and they get pissed off and chatter and run away. But there was one that was sitting straight up in this tree here, which was a little bit close compared to what I normally do with those little bastards. And I shot straight up. I've never shot like a 12 o'clock, well, almost 12. Wasn't straight up. We'll say 11:30. And for some reason, shooting straight up like that, I don't usually shoot that high. And yeah, it got me. The pouch got me. I must have pulled back too far when I went down or something. I don't know. Hey, Randy. What's going on, brother? How you be? So I'm just tying up some bands while we're killing a little bit of time here. Like I said, Jose was claiming he was going to go live. And he was claiming he was going to be short about it. Well, that's a hell of a lot of claiming there. Glad you're doing good, Randy, my fellow Midwesterner. So I'm tying up a little bit of Olympus green because I haven't shot that in a while, and I needed to make some bands either way. Oh yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I know, Web Shooter. Coin's a little, well, he's a tall. If you never met Coin, he's a little tall. And he's a punk. But it's okay. I don't mind. I can share the wealth, right? I mean, it's not like I go live Wednesdays at 7 Central every week for the past 2 months. You know, this is not like a thing. So, yeah. Bootleg, he said, all good. You, if you're talking to me, I am doing fabulous. He said, I just met Coin today. Are you guys at the tournament? Is the tournament? No, it's September, right? Where did you meet him at? Yeah, I mean, he's not like giant status, but he's definitely tall. But like a lot of people are tall to me, I guess. Truthfully, I am 5'10", we'll say 5'10". So I guess I am average. Yeah, you got a new sling to take down to the old tournament, eh? Anybody want to clue me in on what it is? Because I didn't watch his live. What did he get? Work until 9. Ooh, baby. It's a late night. So glad I am done with work for today. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a midget half the time there. But yeah, I guess I'm average in height and a little bit above average in thickness. Yeah, all right, there we go. We got one more band to tie up, and then we're going to do a little shooting, guys. So let's just shoot the shit here and deal with this for a little bit. Oh, good. This here is crystal string. This has been another topic that seems to be pretty hot at times. I have used crystal string from the second I started tying. Mikey, I don't know if Jose went live. I've been promoting him. I told him I would. So it's up to him whether he's going to do it or not. But I ain't waiting all damn night. But I told him I'd send people over to his channel if he's going. I'm glad Mikey came on here because Mikey shared a little conversation that he had today, and I wanted to talk about it. So he told me he was somewhere, can't remember where, gas station or something, and he had his gear on, and somebody asked him what Omega was or whatnot. I'm kind of paraphrasing because I don't remember the whole damn thing, but basically he either had his hat or his shirt on or something, and he was out and about, and a dude's like, what's Omega Slings or whatever, is that a brand or whatnot? And so caught Mikey off guard just a touch, and he was trying to explain to the dude what, that is the Slingshot company that he runs and owns. And the guy's like, what, like throwing rocks and stuff? And Mikey's like, well, no, but that made me think, right? And when it's totally the same thing for me. When people found out, like my fellow employees at work, found out that I have a YouTube channel, because I kept it kind of hidden, to be honest with you, because if you work anywhere around other dudes, you know how it is, right? So especially, yeah. So they kind of roast you all the time, like all day, nonstop. So the least amount of information that they can have about what I do in my free time is fine by me. So anyway, they found out that I do all this, and not that it's definitely not that I'm embarrassed of it. I'm very proud to be able to shoot a slingshot very well, but I also don't want to hear it all goddamn day from the second I walk into work to the second I leave about, oh, can you shoot that over there? Oh, where's your slingshot? And it just happens. Oh, God damn it. I cut it too short. You got me talking. So when you try and explain this to people, they instantly think, for one, it brings them back to maybe their childhood. And they're like, oh, yeah, I used to have one of those. And it shoots rocks and stuff. And yeah. And you're like, yeah, dude, but it's like way more than that. It's a lot more in depth, and the amount of accuracy and things that you can get with a slingshot nowadays is just rather insane, And I find it very interesting to be able to build, shoot, and have fun, compete, But it doesn't compare to like Mikey was saying, if you said, oh, I'm a spear fisherman, I shoot sharks off of a 30-foot boat, in my underwear, and I'm Mr. Man, and all this stuff, where people envision like Dennis the Menace, and they don't take the stuff we do seriously at first. But then, sorry, had a little rat bastard trying to sneak up on me. I might get him if he comes out here. Then, okay, and I'm talking to, there's one guy, Rudolfo, all right? And I'll mention his name because none of y'all are ever going to meet him, and he's probably not going to give a rat's ass. He's a young man, very good up-and-coming mechanic, and he's got a really good attitude for being the youth of America. He's a goofy bastard, so let me get that straight. right out of the gate. But he is not your typical slack-jawed, lazy, punk-ass kid. He shows up to work and he works hard. But he actually decided to watch my channel and not just make fun of it. And after him seeing a couple of the things that I do, he was really like, holy cow, that is way, I mean, he's still not going to pick one up and shoot it, I don't think, but it just opened his eyes onto the things that you can do with a slingshot. So Mikey, back to you. It was definitely, it's a hard conversation to get people on your side unless they can see you in action. Now, if they can see what you do and you're actually hitting a small target, even let's say you hit like a 40, right? And they're thinking in their mind one of two things. They either have shot something before in their life and they're thinking like, wow, that's a pretty damn small target. Or they're thinking like, this guy's a freaking joke and anybody could do that. So then they pick it up and they get a fork hit, or they hit their hand, or it hits the side of the barn, or it completely misses whatever they're shooting at. Then they do one of two things. They either admit that they were wrong and it is harder to do than they think, or they just say, oh yeah, whatever, and they walk away. So anyway, yeah, so your conversation was definitely one that I've had before. I can relate to you, bud, 100%. All right, so anyway, sorry, that was my rant. Okay, so we were talking about crystal string. Have you ever made a slingshot from guava wood? I have not, but I would definitely try it. Guava wood? What the hell is guava wood? This is real. Why, thank you. It is real. Paracord bush crafting, butcher twine, clove hitch, constrictor knot, and 1mm butcher twine has been flawless for me. All other kinds of string has slippage for me. Okay, so we're talking all about stuff. Natural, so this one says, hi, I have a question. Natural color bands has less resistance than colorful bands to high temperatures. For me, cold affects them a little bit differently than heat. I shoot all summer with 0.5. And I don't have any issues with heat. It's more along, well, you said with natural color. The colors, I do make a difference, so don't get me wrong. And I'm not a pro guy still. I've only been shooting a couple of years here, but a question for somebody who's been through the whole thick and thin from back in the day with the TheraBand all the way up to new could answer that a little bit better. I have not been through that whole progression. I didn't shoot TheraBand ever. But the natural, like yellow, I don't know how that would perform in today's performance. You know, there's other yellows out there, but that are not natural, so that's something. But colors aren't, they do make a difference, but there's a lot of latex that shoots very similar. As far as somebody said butcher's twine, you know, like I said before I went off tangent a little bit, the crystal string for me, and you have to try different things if you're not finding a good result at first, but crystal string for me has worked from the very beginning. I've never had one, I have to think about this. I've never had one actually slip. I gotta get some more actually, because I cut mine up, so I'm gonna grab this. The way I tie them, I've never had one slip. And I mean that. I'm not even over or under exaggerating here. And I would tell you the truth if I did. But the way I tie them, I have never had a pouch band slip at that end, ever, period. Except for maybe at the very, very beginning when I didn't really know the feeling that of how tight to pull it. So now, you have to think here, different tensions of your knots, where you're tying on your knots, like how much pull you have when you're tying it. So if you're maxing, let's say really far out and tying super, super tight, then maybe that would cut the bands. If you have not enough tension and you're tying loose, then maybe they'll slip. But you have to find what works for you. And flat bands, God damn it, we're talking about wires, tying, crystal string. So Jose just said he's live. I just got a text from him, or a message. So I won't feel bad if you guys want to hop over there. Tell him I said happy birthday. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. When you're done with that, if I'm still on, come on back or stay with me the whole time. I don't care. But I told him I would tell everybody to go over there. At least wish him a happy birthday. I guess he's going to shoot out some candles with a slingshot. So it should be pretty fun. But I'm going to stay on. So I use crystal string, like I said. Some people use the, what the heck is this stuff called, man? The band tying stuff. Somebody help me out. Amber belt. Yeah, that's it. Some people tie with amber belt, string, twine, paracord, all sorts of things. As far as knots, I do mine super simple. I wrap it over, after I stretch it onto here, right? I wrap it over about 4 times, opposites, you know, around, and then I just do a standard over under knot. I don't know what it's called. I failed Boy Scouts, but a standard over under knot, and I do that about 4 times, and then I just trim off the excess. What's up, Rex? So Rex is sending me a sweet slingshot / gapper, pickle, whatever you want to call it, and I can't wait to shoot it. His channel name is Saw and Shot 'em. Saw M, like EM, I think. Shot M, Saw 'em, Shot 'em, Saw M, Shot M. What the hell is that? What up, Al? Whoa, sling shooting down under. How you be? Coin. Mr. Coin trying to squash me out. I see how you are. I see how you are. All right, so at the beginning of this here, we tied some bands up just to kill a little bit of time. But now, back to what this whole live originally was planned out to be a little bit is flat bands versus tubes. First of all, let's take a roll call on who's here. What do you shoot on a day-to-day basis? Not experimenting, but like every time you go out and shoot, what do you shoot? Oh, Coiny, old boy, it's all right. I'll keep it up here. 0.5 Olympus green, so your flat bands. Who else? Oh, Smo, you old boys in here, huh? Ban the tubes. Flats. Rubber, latex, flats, both. That's a good mix. So, we got some bands. I got one slingshot here, banded up, 0.5 Omega White. 150 is what they're cut at, and about 135, 135, we'll call it, 135 active band length. So I'm gonna pretend like I've never shot tubes before, and I have a few cut here. So in my mind, if you've never shot tubes before, Mikey, I have not yet, but I have had, I've had it get caught when shooting somehow, and it yanks a few out. Leon, how are you? So I'm going to pretend like I've never shot a tube before in my life, and I'm going to cut it to the length that I would cut my flat bands. And we're going to attach it to my slingshot, and we're going to see what happens. So I have this tube here. The size we are using is right there, which is 1632, and these are cut the same. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap a pouch on here, and we're going to shoot, because now we have 2 of the same things. Like I said, I think I know what the result is going to be, but we're going to pretend like we've never shot tubes before, and this is the very first ones you've ever had, and you're going to just assume that they're the same exact as flat bands, so you're going to cut them the same. Save the whales. Listen here. There ain't no saving me, boy. All right. So we're gonna do that there. We got her locked in. Hey, there's the tube. What's up there, huggy? All right, so we're gonna band. We're gonna tie up this here tube, and then we're gonna do this and that. Okay. So what I have found with me and tubes is I am not like I'm super accurate as it is, but I'm not as accurate with tubes. And there's a few reasons that I think. One thing that I am not good at, which Jordan covered, I'm sure more than once, but one time I saw him when he was banding up a slingshot, and him and Ethan were talking about the angle of, like, the angle of the dangle, right? So there is a curve. If you spin this around, you'll see a curve. You should try and make it equal, I guess, so they both curve the same way. Yeah, we're not even gonna try because I've tried that many times and it ain't happening the greatest. So what we're gonna do is just tie this thing on. If we can shove it in the hole here, and wherever she lands, she lands. So let's hope for the best. Now, I believe the reason they even talked about that was, yeah, I guess that kind of lined up, is that when you actually have it on the sling, I think the pouch may get a little twisted up if it's not, if those curvies ain't quite the same. But I think maybe that'll mess with your I don't know, maybe that'll mess with your accuracy, maybe it won't. But this is what we're gonna do today, so yeah, here we go. And we're almost ready. I knew I could do it. All right, we're gonna call that done. Trim this off a little bit. Yeah, all right, I hear that, Adam. Okay, so now we have a secondary sling of the same nature, and we're gonna attach these tubes to that. And we're gonna try and get the same exact active band length. That may prove out to be a little tough, but we're gonna do it. Hey, Ethan, I was just yapping about you, man. Glad you made it in. Nathan Gruber, I spent my life hunting with 10mm latex tubes and marbles. Awesome. What'd you shoot? Are you, what kind of, animals? I'm just gonna pop this right in the center here and shove it down. And hopefully I can make it to where it gets mashed up enough. Rabbits. Hell yeah. Those silly rabbits. Something is rummaging around out there that may or may not be getting shot at soon. What's this? The modern flat latex provides way better speed with lower draw weight, 10 times better than tubes. Subbed. Thanks, Coin. Appreciate the the help there. That's awesome, man. I knew one day you'd come around. I don't know who you subbed to. Hopefully me. Well, I'm pinching the hell out of this thing, and I hope it doesn't like rip and slap me in the face. But if it does, you guys will have a little bit. Oh, damn it! Yeah. We're not gonna talk about what's going on here. You guys just chat amongst yourself, because this is not. We're not a professional tuber here, guys. But we may be able to manage to get one down range here, one way or another. At least that's the the game plan here. I think I can get this to work. Yeah, I did that too, Hoggy. That's how I had it set up when I was at the tournament, actually, because I did have, I was going to use it, this particular one as a speed shooter, but I changed my mind last second. And the way I had it set up was I actually cut a pouch that I didn't like in half. Stupid pouch. I cut one in half, and then I tied on the tube there, and I shoved, half of it down into the clamp, into the clip, and that worked. Thank you for the tip. But yes, yeah, they're crooked as hell. All right, it's gonna work. I know it is. All right, what I miss? Less internal friction with flats, less noise with tubes. I agree with that. Tubes seem to be quiet. Coin, there you go. I knew I liked you for some reason. You're a bastard. But you crack me up. Yeah. Jordan, that is, yeah. I had to finish this first, guys. These little rats are out here. I can hear them. I just can't see them. I don't know where they're at. I usually sit on my little bucket and snipe them. Somebody's been feeding them up from the other direction lately. And I don't know who it is. The other lady down the street used to feed them, but they moved on. Best way for tubes is iron them until they're flat. There you go. All right, guys. How is the Wi-Fi doing out here? We still looking okay? Tubes are quick. You're doing something wrong. That's what I like to hear right there, Mr. Nathan. Bub. How you be, bub? I see some of them pictures you're doing there, Bubbo. You do some good work, man. All right, I did put some batteries back into my, oh, god damn it, motherfucking piece of, there we go. Into my Chrony, and yeah. So let's, 8mm is the, is the ammo we are shooting today. These are the two slings. Number one, number two, number two. We're gonna see what's going on here. Now, I like the I like what Nathan's up here. I think Nathan, yeah, Nathan. He likes his his tubes, and that's good. Because you got to shoot what you like, and if you're getting speed and knocking down rabbits, then you're doing it right for you. That's the bottom line. You have to do what makes you work. All right, so Chrony up there, flat bands, normal setup here. This is what I shoot every stinking day in and day out. And it's 0.5 Olympus White, active band length, 135. You know, what would be the elongation, you guys? Because what's 135 millimeters in inches? What's up, dude?
Can we swing on the swing?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I might behave and listen to me.
Okay. Just watch out for the mosquitoes. They're probably coming out pretty soon. 30 inches is my draw length. 135 millimeters active band length. So what is that? What is this? I mean, I guess I have some forms of okay, we got alert. I don't know how to do Google. Let's see this. 5 inches, dude. Right? About 5 inches. So 5 inches. We'll call it. There you go, Kevin. So what would be the elongation? If it's 30 divided by 5, would that be 500%? Right? 5%. Audio's breaking. Oh, bitch. Oh, God. So, oh no. Audio. Better or worse? Yes. Better or worse? Blah, blah, blah. How's that? Better? All right, we're going to go with that. So let me know if it changes again. I think it's 500% elongation, right? 30 divided by, no. 30 divided by 5 is what, 6? Is that right? Yeah, no, whatever. We'll call it 563% elongation. There you go. All right, let's turn Chrony on. I'm going to bet about 240-ish. Let's move you guys a little closer. All right, there we go. Get this guy here. See if we got some room to work. All right. All right, we're on feet per second. I don't know if you guys can see any of that or not. Yeah, I believe that coin. All right, so there we are. Let's see where this thing is going to come out at. $259. Let's see if we get another one. 250. $248. We'll just do 5. 254. 253.9. So yeah, about 255 feet per second is what we're getting with my normal setup. Approximately 250. So that's not so bad, right? I mean, it's good enough for target plinking. Jose says, thanks, guys. So you must have been, y'all must have been there. That's good. Yeah, it's his birthday, so make sure to say happy birthday. If you don't know who he is, you definitely should. He is a very good shooter and a very good guy. Good kid. He's got a great sense of humor. Better watch out for him, though. All right, so now we have this. We have some tubes. Same exact elongation, I guess we'll say. Yeah, for 11 millimeter, not for 8 millimeter. That's, I guess, slow, but I don't care. That's just what I shoot, and that hits the target where I want to hit. And it's not, I'm not hunting, which we all know if you follow me at all. But for target plinking, 250 is fine. It's gonna knock down a knockdown. It's gonna shoot out far enough to score something decent. So yeah, now let's see what these tubes are with the same elongation and stuff. We still got the same Chrony. Let's see what it hits. 190. Nothing wrong with that. 190.7. 190.2. 191.7. 191.2. All right, so flat bands with the setup that I have, Omega White, electric white, the only latex I use for the most part. We're coming in at about 250. Yeah, 300 is not that hard to achieve in certain, as long as you set it up for that, in my opinion. I won't hit it with my setup. For one, there's tons and tons of factors, guys, but you also have to remember, if you, let's say you're walking around wherever you hunt, right? Smo. Yes. That whole running and catching thing. As you can tell, I'm a speed demon, and I could definitely, I'm fucking drooling here. I could probably, yeah. I don't know. I crack myself up sometimes, but Jesus, what the hell was I even saying? All right, let's see if we can get another 190 here. Oh baby, 191.7. Now, holy moly. Okay, so if you were, let's say you're out shooting, right, a animal, you may only take maybe 6 shots or something. So let's say you take like 5 shots at rabbits or whatever you're shooting, right? You could have like a super powerful setup, because you only have to pull it back once, and if you're a good shot, right, which you should be if you're hunting, that one shot is going to kill whatever you're shooting, right? Well, some of us shoot a lot, to practice or whatever, I guess, practice, or just enjoy shooting like myself. And, I may shoot 300 to 500 shots before I go to work in the morning, and pulling a super, oh God, I'm not going to do that 500 times, but with my setup, shooting 250 feet per second, so fast, I can do that all day, and I don't have shoulder pain, I don't have back pain, I don't have arm pain, none of that kind of crap. So there's differences, is what I'm saying. If you're going to shoot to kill, shoot to eat, then you may have one setup and another one for target blinking. Yeah. Okay. So I thought I saw somebody yelling up here. Oh, Nathan. Did you accidentally press the capitalization caps lock, or are you upset? How can you get 300 from a band that doesn't retract that fast? More band doesn't mean faster, it means power. Well, does power come with speed? Kevin, hell yeah. Mega back. I got mega back just on the one side. Oh. Hey. So I'm gonna grab my wrench here. Now, I don't really want to hit myself in the head, but see, I'm definitely, like, I was hitting here, right? I can't get much more out of this. I'm gonna pull it back a little farther. I really hope it doesn't snap, because it ain't worth it. So we're at we're at 190 at my regular anchor. I'm gonna pull it back a touch more and just see. Oh God, we're gonna bottom out. Hopefully it doesn't slap me. 205. Jesus. Yeah, it's just going down that way. So 205. 205.6. 210. But this is definitely like bottoming out. Like you're not getting any farther. 212. So they're increasing speed, or 213. 216. Oh, 216. 217. I'm waiting for this thing to snap. 217. All right, there we go. Power is draw weight. Speed is how fast it can resolve that. 10 bands will never attract faster than the max ever. Draw sep. So what I'm finding is, with a 1632 tube, cut to the same draw length as a 0.5 flat band. The speed difference is about 60 feet per second. Maxing out and pulling past my anchor brings us up from 190 to 215, we'll say, which is still, 35 feet per second less than the flat bands at my standard anchor. I don't know. I don't see any rips on this guy yet. I'm gonna pull it past my anchor on my flat bands here, and let's see if it comes up at all. $274, $272, $275, $270, $273. So if you wanted to max these out, which I don't, you can definitely get higher. 300 feet per second is totally achievable, man. It's really not that it's hard. It's just there's no need for what I do. If you have a need for it, then have at it. But I like to get good, well-rounded longevity out of my flat bands, and that's why I do the setup I have. I don't have to change them out all the time, and yes. Velocity times mass decided is that, I thought it was divided by your mama. Can't taper the tubes. Taper increases speed and decreases draw weight because it increases the efficiency of the retraction. Hell yeah. Yeah, some of you old, not old, you're younger than me, I believe, Jordan, but you've been shooting a lot longer and a lot more in depth. So listen to what Jordan says. Oh, I can taper tubes, all right. I'll show you a tapered tube, all right. That's correct. You can't taper tubes, but if your forks are about 100 millimeter, the angle of momentum is less parallel. Coin, you're one of them pros too. Coin's been shooting for like 25 years. He just doesn't talk about it much. He doesn't want anybody to know, but cat's out of the bag. I don't know. I'm sticking with flats, dude. I like them better. Back to 248 with my normal draw. 250. 248.2. 251. So they're all within a couple of pounds, a couple of feet per second. 251.8. Now see, for me that draw weight has nothing to do with power. It's like retraction, right? But either way, if I have when I started, right, I shot with 1 millimeter pre-made sets, and the draw weight pull was hard, but that's what I thought was normal. At that point, I didn't have a Chrony or anything, so I don't know what my speeds were. But I could tell you, shooting that all day long versus 0.5, 1 millimeter point versus 0.5, this has a draw weight that I could pull all damn day, no problem at all. So I do have one more. Let's go back over to the table. We're not quite out of daylight yet, so let's do this. We're gonna come over here. Oh my Lord, that's a magnet. Jesus. Any of you guys who carry magnets around know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna take this off. All right, so I have one that I pre-cut a wee bit longer. All right, so this is because I knew this was probably gonna be the result, was fairly slow for a really skinny tube and short draw. So now, well, I have your full attention. I'm gonna go ahead and try and band this up, tie it up for poop's sake. You know, they kind of make you believe that coin, don't they? Where the double bands, is that any stronger? I've never shot them that way. Flats will transfer energy in more efficiently into energy out because they retract faster, and when tapered, the effect is compounded. Whoa. Sounds like a heck of a lot of stuff. Hold on a second. Whoa. What is this? Let me go up here. Kevin, what did he say? Oh, here we go. 400 feet per second. Holy guacamole. That's cooking, man. That's cooking with gas. 400 feet per second. Whoa. Yowza. Alright, I just did something wrong here. It's nowhere near as light as what this camera makes it seem out here. It's freaking dark, but we're going to keep going for a minute. If I can. Oh, for poop's sake, work with me. Alright, I think I got one tied. Almost. One side. One side. Oh, one side. Let's see. Double bands will never be faster than an unloaded band. It gives you power for heavier ammo. I have $100 for anyone who can shoot a 9.5 steel faster with a lighter draw weight using tubes than I can use with flats. Ooh, baby. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Keep it going. Who's next? Who's next? I ain't taking that bet. For $100, I'll at least try. Hell yeah. Alright, well. Yeah. For $100, you'd be amazed what some people will do. I, for one, am a cheap ass. We'll say frugal. So I am not taking that bet because I don't want to lose. Well, do you have to pay? You don't have to pay. You're just saying if I can beat you with whatever. Does that mean I gotta get one of those luggage things? Find out my draw weight? Or is that like a fish scale? Is that a fish scale? Whatever it is, I don't have it. Alright. Well. In Canadian dollars, it's like 5,000. Alright, so now we have a longer tube. I'll go ahead and chuck it in here. About $1 million in Australian. Alright guys, place your bets. We got a longer tube now. Let's, what do you think? We were getting 190 to 215 with the short draw. We're gonna, I guess, attempt some long draw here. And what are we thinking? You think we're gonna get the 250s? Or you think it's gonna not come up at all, or what? You tell me. Kevin, you're getting 240 meter active to stretch 620 millimeter. I do 25 to 12, Adam. That's the taper that I've used, I think coming up on a year now, and I really like it. I get longevity, I get the speeds I want. The draw weight feels great. I've never measured it, but it's light, super light, and it's doable. Got one side almost attached here. Please don't cut that band. Alright guys, while you're watching me do this and chattering amongst yourselves, I do have a video that I'm going to release. I think I'm going to wait till Saturday though, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I did. I added a little bit of weird stuff to this video. Not that that's unfamiliar with my videos. But I blame it partially on cold medicine and lack of sleep. I hope you guys enjoy it. So look out for that on Saturday. Clamp those tubes on. I keep forgetting to put clamps on my chips, man. They've all been going stale. You know, I'll crack them open, eat a couple freaking Doritos, and I'll just leave the clamp on the counter. I don't know why. I'm having the hardest problem clamping them shut. I don't shoot them enough to know, Nathan, to be honest. When I'm shooting ones where you wrap them through, like the, what is that, the wave kind of attachment thing, I usually get wear marks where they go through the frame, and that's usually where they'll break. Or I leave it out in the sun for 3 days, and then I come out and pull on it and it breaks. All right, let's get back up here and see. Place your final bets, dudes. Whoa, that was awfully red. What do you think we're going to get? Are we going to get any faster? Damn it. Whoa, extreme close up. All right. All right. 1, use tubes. 2, record draw weight. 3, record speed. 4, don't say clamps. Agreed. I'm saying clamps on purpose. They're clips. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, let's we can still see this here. I want to pull back just a little bit at first because I don't know how far I want to pull yet. 219, okay. I forgot to show you. I don't know what the active band length is. Let's go back. I'll be right back. All right, so this is about about 190 active band length. Let me move this back a touch so you guys can see, I guess. All right, so let's do this again. The first one was 219, but I didn't max them out, I don't think. All right, so 216. And what was the fastest I got short draw? When I was pulling it past my face with a shorter length tube, I hit 215, I think. $221. Trying to get kind of a baseline. I don't think I'm quite maxing them out. 217. Very quiet. I saw that comment. Very, very quiet. 214. Let's do one more. 220. So we're getting about somewhere in there. All right, so now I'm gonna yank this back a little further. I don't think we got any rippage yet. It's pretty dark out here, guys. I'm gonna, I think, pull them all the way back until they don't come back anymore. $234.5. 232.3. 233.7. 239. 238. All right, so we still have not reached the same speeds that we did with flat bands. And this longer active band length, pulling long draw, I was coming out, I think about here, that was maxed out. I do have another flat band set up long draw. Let's grab that. All right, so this is just the only one I have out here, and I have not put this on a Chrono yet. This is a 16 to 10 taper. I've been using that a lot for long draw just because that's what I have pre-cut. So let's see what that does. 262. 260. 261. 256. 267. So flat bands 16 to 10 taper are 270. I don't know, I'm just all over the place here, but what I'm noticing is that the diameter of the tubes that I have, which is 1632, are not going to achieve the speeds that a flat band could. I'm not saying that tubes won't achieve those speeds. I'm just saying that with that diameter tube, full butterfly, okay, maybe you could get that. That was not full butterfly. That was just considered, I guess, long draw. I dropped my damn case. Sorry, guys. So long draw, flat band or tubes, we're still not cracking the same speed as my everyday setup. I don't know. Benefits: quiet, yes. Longevity, yes. Fun, yes. I'll stick with my flat bands, but I will not knock anybody who likes tubes if that's what you like. I do know one thing that I enjoy with tubes, and that's just plinking, like just shooting out in the yard. Like seriously, not having any care in the world, not trying to break any records, but just having a handful of clay, tube with a high style pouch, banded up, and just flicking and popping everything that I see. That is super enjoyable. So the video that I have coming out, while I guys got you here, is going to be on this. I haven't made one of these in a long time, and I made one a couple days ago. And it's just going to be a quick tutorial focused on somebody who has never really made anything before, just showing them how easy it is and how you can get your feet wet by just cutting off the tips of one of those things and shooting. And it's turned out to be a really fun slingshot, man. I shot the hell out of it the other day, and I was actually shooting pretty well with it, as funny as it is. Totally tubular, dude. Faster retraction of the band, smaller tapper. Good old John Tapper equals faster throw.
It's TV time.
Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, go ahead. Thinner end of the bands is always by the pouch because if they were reversed, the ammo would be slow. Have you ever tried that though, Smo? Because I wanted to. Wake up! I got your wake up right here. I'm gonna wake you up, sucker. Sucker fool. That's for you. 10mm tubes. Oh my god. Well, it's been an hour, boys and girls. I'd like to keep it to an hour so you all can go on with your daily duties. I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate the lively chats. And now we know something. My video will come out Saturday morning, about 10 o'clock, 10:30. Take a look, see if you like it. Even if you don't, I hope you get a laugh out of it. And enjoy the rest of your evening, fellers. And we'll definitely see you next week. We'll see what kind of topics we can come up with. Good night, and peace, and love, and happiness, and stuff with fingers.